And now the main point, which is there in today's purport, about Prabhupada writing that the purpose of this Lord's incarnation as Varahadev is to remove the earth from a filthy place, and thus we are suffering. And the Lord is showing through His compassion how He lifts us up from a very degraded state of consciousness. And this is very beautifully exemplified by in Navadvip, in Satya Yuga, there was one Brahman called Vasudev. He was sincere devotee of Varahadev. He used to every day do a lot of worship of Varahadev. So Varahadev had appeared and given him full blessings and told him that I will come in Kali Yuga in golden complexion as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and I will deliver all the conditioned souls. So the job I did as Varahadev, I will do as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also. So that place is Koladvip. And there is Varadev's deity and temple there. For this is the compassion of the Lord. The Lord comes to this material world to deliver all of us through His pastimes, through His books, through the holy name, through prasadam, through association of devotees. He picks us up from a very degraded state. Like in Satya Yuga, evil and good were in different planets. That's why Hiranyaksha could, go and throw Mother Earth, and Lord Varahadev had to come. So good and evil were residing in different planets. In Treta Yuga, they were on the same planet, but India and Sri Lanka, like different countries, Lord Ram and Ravan. In Dwapar Yuga, same country, same family, like Pandavas and Kauravas. In Kali Yuga, within the same person, there is lot of contamination, lot of muck. Therefore, Gopinath, kemone shodhibe more. So how will the Lord purify us? The Lord is very merciful. And we have to take hope that Lord is so kind that He is coming to our heart which is full of muck and dirt. When we sing this bhajan of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Manasa deha geho jo kichu mor, arpilu tuva pade nanda kishore. Whenever we sing this bhajan, I get this thought that, Bhaktivinoda Thakur can offer because he's a pure devotee, but imagine we are supposed to pray like that. Krishna, I am offering my mind and my body to you. But if you come to think of it, what is this body? A bag of stool, urine, pus, mucus, abominable. And what is our mind? Mind is filled with obnoxious thoughts. So, our surrender is, we are offering our aspiration, of course, and also this body, mind, we are offering to Krishna. And Krishna becomes grateful. That is one of His 64 qualities of Krishna, He is grateful. So imagine if somebody were to give me a gift like that, a dirty gift, which is stinking. I will twitch my face, I'll smirk, I'll scorn at Him. I will not be happy. But the Lord is happy that we're taking a step towards Him. So this is the Lord's most wonderful compassion on all of us. And how the Lord comes to the lowest regions, there are many examples. We'll discuss a few examples. Like there is one person, Akif Manaf, from the Islamic background, from a very fanatic Islamic country. His story is very amazing. As a young boy, in one day in his class, when the Maulvi was teaching, just for the sake of it, he argued. He said, Acha, God can be in stone also. So that Maulvi got very angry. He said, get out of the class. You are apostate. You are talking bad. Get out. And he was a rebel. He got very angry that, there is no plausible answer. So he walked away. Not only he walked away from that class, he left that country only and came to America. And just like it happens with many people who go to America, he got into bad association and, used to party heavy, drink and all of that. And one day he fell in that party and people threw him out somewhere near the gutter. He was lying there. And just before sunrise in the morning, early morning, he just kind of came back to external consciousness, and lying there in that sewage kind of place, dirty place, some light was falling. I think from the street light, some light was falling on something shining. So he saw that was a book, and he opened it and he saw the line, the Lord can even appear in a stone. And that was a Back to Godhead magazine. And he picked it up and he was stunned by that article which was explaining how the Lord can appear as Shaligram Shila, stone. So that was a question which had propelled him to leave his town and come here, and all the drama happened in his life. And then he saw the address in his local place where the temple was. So he found the address and he ran, and that was Mangalarti time. Just Mangalarti was about to start. So he came to the temple and he saw devotees running for Mangalarti. He said, wait. So he's challenging mood. So the devotee said, who is this new man? He's little smelling. So they asked him, who are you? What do you want? So he said, can God there be in stool also? So they were like, imagine you're going for Mangalarti, somebody catching you with this kind of question. So they were like upset, but then they knew this man was sincere. So they wanted him to come inside. So he came inside, attended Mangalarti, and he saw the experience. That experience was overwhelming. And then slowly all his questions are answered. And he went on to become Airavat Das. And he has written so many books on Bhakti Yoga and Islam. And yes, in the Middle East, he's preaching so nicely and helping those scholars there, building bridges, helping them appreciate Gaudiya Vaishnavism. So this is a very, very amazing example of how the Lord, like the Varadev's function is happening now. The Lord is going to the lowest of regions and helping the conditioned souls come up.